spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equals. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jet.
What up, Laker family? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame live stream as the Lakers get set to face the Memphis Grizzlies. Number 2 team in the West, man. No LeBron James. He's still getting evaluated as we speak. So as we get the updates, I'll let you guys know. Unfortunately, no D'Angelo tonight. And coach said he's doubtful for tomorrow as well. So we have to keep it pushing. We do, however, have a brand spanking new starting lineup, guys. And I'd like to share that with you guys right now. The new starting lineup for tonight is going to be Dennis Schroeder, Malik Beasley, Troy Brown Jr., Jared Vanderbilt, and Anthony Davis. So interesting here. Coach Darvin Ham electing to go off defense over offense, right? He went with Troy Brown Jr. starting over Rui Hachimura. So this is definitely going to open up some bench minutes for players like Lonnie Walker, maybe even Max Christie get some run. But tonight is going to be extremely tough, guys. We got to be firing on all cylinders, man. Everybody has to be firing, and in order for us to get a victory, right, or to even have a chance, because these type of games, man, versus a team like Memphis is going to be one of those things that if we don't bring our A game from the get, especially being on the road without LeBron James, you know, the Grizzlies could have opposition. They could have all momentum. I'm sorry, they could have full momentum. So in order for the Lakers to have a shot tonight, we have to take advantage of our mismatches. And what's our mismatch? Of course, it is Anthony Davis, the unibrow. He has to step up big time for our Lakers tonight, man. Listen, at the end of the day, Anthony Davis is the key. He always has been all season long, man. And they have to come out here and play motivated NBA basketball. They have to come out here and get physical. Now, granted, I don't believe – let me double check that, but I do not believe – okay, so I was right. It looks like Steven Adams will not be playing, which is a huge advantage for the Lakers as well because, again, we have the size advantage in the paint. Their starting lineup is Dylan Brooks, yuck, John Morant, Desmond Bane, Xavier Tillman, and Jaren Jackson Jr. So, again, they do have a very solid front court with Jackson Jr. and Xavier Tillman, but, I mean, it does not compare to our front court of Anthony Davis and the newest, latest addition, Jared Vanderbilt, who's been an absolute hero for the Lakers, this season. So I do find it extremely interesting that, things are kind of going to even out a little bit because Steven Adams is one of those players that can bully you down low in the paint. So if the Lakers, I'm telling you right now, man, if the Lakers don't come out from the beginning and take advantage of that mismatch, of the size mismatch, it's going to be one of those things, guys. It's going to be a long night. We cannot settle for threes tonight. We cannot, come out here lackadaisical. This is one of those teams, right? Number 2 team in the West for a reason. Now, granted, I do think they're a bit overrated. Not a fan of this team. I do think they deserve to lose every game coming forward. But, again, very winnable game for the Lakers if they do the right things. Obviously, box out, limit turnovers, because this is a very fast-breaking team that can get out here and do some things, right? So we do have to limit turnovers and do a couple of things right, because if not, like I said, it could be a very, very long night. We know everybody knows how elite John Morant is, but who else is going to step up for them? Again, we need to be able to try to prevent these guys from going off tonight. And there's some very important games, in slate for the Lakers today, man. I'll tell you, man, the Lakers have to take care of business because teams are losing. Listen, Lakers wish list for today. I'm going to read it off for you guys, okay? Obviously, the Lakers have to win. The Kings beat the Thunder. That truly helps, okay? Because the Thunder, we're neck and neck with the Thunder right now. The Pacers beat the Mavs. Anytime an Eastern Conference team can beat the Western Conference team at this point, that'll be huge. Spurs, man, if they could pull off a miracle and beat the Jazz, that'd be great. They actually played them pretty close the last time they faced off, except they left their foot off the gas in the end, which obviously looks like they're tanking. The Warriors beat the Blazers, man. Although we're good either way. Whether the Warriors or the Blazers win, we're good. The only thing is that the Blazers are closer to us, so obviously we want to leapfrog them first. But bottom line, there's a couple things that could happen here, and it all starts with the Lakers winning versus Memphis. Man, I still have hopes for this team. Again, for those of you just tuning in, the new starting lineup has Dennis Schroeder, Troy Brown Jr., Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, and Anthony Davis. So no Rui Hachimura in the starting lineup for those of us that was hoping for that. Currently, they're evaluating LeBron James' injury, so we're still waiting on an update on that. If we get that, maybe at the half, or maybe at some point, I will update you guys. Yes, D'Angelo Russell's still out, and he might be out tomorrow as well. Remember, we have a back-to-back today and tomorrow, so he might be out tomorrow as well, unfortunately, but we have enough to compete. My boy Johnny Sims says third stringers going against AD, he will be fine. But remember, Xavier Tillman is a hustle guy, and Jaren Jackson Jr., this dude is a beast. I mean, he shouldn't have been an all-star, but he is a beast. He is a borderline all-star type player. So there's still going to be a battle down low. It's all about the entry pass for me, because at times it looks like Anthony Davis really struggles to solidify his position down low. And so he said, Dan, who's guarding Ja? I will say, I mean, you got to start obviously Dennis Schroeder on him, but eventually Jared Vanderbilt might draw that assignment for sure. Angie says LeBron isn't injured. He's trying to control the narrative. Should the Lakers not make the playoffs, he could then say he was out, so it's not his fault. He has no faith in his team. I doubt it, Angie. I mean, that is the Skip Bayless. That's something Skip Bayless would say, but I'll say I think LeBron really wants to play. Anybody who's ever had any sort of plantar fasciitis, it might be something similar where it's getting, flared up and they're trying to monitor it. But he's getting second and third opinions, which clearly I think proves that he wants to, ball out. Usually me and Angie see eye to eye, but not on this one. I do believe, the competitor and LeBron wouldn't let him sit out a game like this. That's so important for the Lakers, especially at this stage when we've won 4 out of our last 5. It just wouldn't make sense, right? If we were losing, then maybe you might have had an outside puncher's chance to make an argument, but I still don't believe that LeBron is that player. Johnny, he said, Dan, look at Brooks' pregame outfit. I'm not gonna go there, man. It is what it is, man. We're living in a different era, bro. But I will say this: I don't like Brooks as a player, man. I can't stand Brooks as a player. He's too cocky. I really don't like Memphis's whole attitude, man. The shenanigans they be putting up, not good at all. Our goal is to make the play. Yeah, at this point, that's about what we could hope for. Now, check this out: the Pelicans lost to the Orlando Magic last night, right? So that definitely helps us and gives us a little bit of cushion just in case. Not cushion, but it gives us a little bit of leverage just in case we lose some of these games, like tonight, for example. But what we cannot afford to do is to lose 2 in a row. Listen, with the Thunder, we're half a game over them right now, so we play them tomorrow. That's gonna be huge. The Trailblazers are half a game over us at the 11th seed. The Pelicans are basically deadlock tied with us, and the Timberwolves are like a game over us in the win column, but they have 32 losses as well as us. So it's an extremely tight race, guys, and we need the Lakers to step up and pull off miracle wins. No, D'Angelo Russell is not playing tonight, unfortunately. Mama Mentali said, if Vando is guarding Ja, who's guarding Jaren Jackson? If it's AD, then who's guarding Tillman? That's why I wanted Rui. We are undersized. I get you, man, but Xavier Tillman is not that much of an offensive weapon. I do believe Anthony Davis might start off on Xavier Tillman and eventually work his way to Jaren Jackson Jr. And I also wanted Rui Hachimura to start, but I'm not mad at the Troy Brown Jr. start. Let's see how the game goes. Obviously, Darvin Ham is the coach, so he can make adjustments if he needs to, as far as making substitutions or whatnot. But we'll see. It's gonna be interesting for sure. It's gonna be interesting. So, Rash Dog, he said, we good, Dan. Got to believe in our squad. Let's go, Lakers. Oh, I definitely believe, brother. Next man up. Absolutely. I believe. Question is, though, are the things going to line up for us? Can we stay healthy? Can D'Angelo come back in time? Will LeBron James be, back in time and ready for the playoffs or play-ins, whatever it is, Angel Torres said Brooks is I'm not going to say it, stone cold, LMAO. Man, listen, man, I'm not going to make fun of his fit because I've seen some really wonky fits by a lot of different players, man. But I will say this, man. Aaron, what's his name again? I forgot. Brooks. He's not. I think the whole league, he's gotten under their skin because every time I look at a highlight, I see somebody getting into it with the Grizzlies and with Dylan Brooks. That's his name, Dylan Brooks. So This dude's, man, forget about the outfit. That personality is even uglier than the outfit. And when they step on that court, man, it's gonna be a whoop ass coming their way, hopefully, by our Lakers. Listen, if anybody matches up well with the Grizzlies, we do, because we got younger, we got guys who can push the pace, we got guys who can switch multiple positions, we got size, we got shooters now. Obviously, we don't have the great LeBron James, but we still have Anthony Davis. You know, we still have Dennis, who's been known to step up in big games. So hopefully tonight is one of those nights. I appreciate the super chat, though, my boy Angel. Johnny Sims says Rui will be the spark off the bench. Good decision by him. We'll see, Johnny. We will see. Hopefully it is a good decision. Hopefully. Hello from Brazil. Let's go Lakers. What's up, man? Shout out Brazil. He said, at this point, we'll never have a fully healthy roster. Just got to keep pushing with who we got. That's how it's been all season long, right? It's been like that. But the thing is, I'll tell you this, man. I'll tell you this. You know, there's no excuses. Obviously, we're injured, but we made a trade because we wanted more depth. And in this case, the depth is going to help us tremendously, man. We've been able to win games without LeBron. We've been able to win games without ADs this season. We've been able to win games without D'Angelo. And now we got to do a combination of those things. So next man up, you're absolutely right. Listen, I saw a post by Lonnie Walker. I'm not sure if it was Instagram or Twitter, but he was basically saying trials and tribulations, insinuating, you know, obviously he's not getting a lot of playing time, but he'll get through it. Here's your golden opportunity. Right as you sent that out, you know, the LeBron news came last night. So here's a golden opportunity for somebody who's starving for minutes and feels displaced. And that is the recipe. That is a recipe for a spark plug. You know, if he's really hungry to get some PT, hopefully he'll be able to step up and give us some solid minutes, whether it's off the bench or whatever, right? Dan, what are the chances that we make the playoffs? I say right now it's 50-50. 50-50, and that's pretty high if you think about it, man. That is pretty high if you think about it, bro. 50-50 is pretty good because of all the injuries and because of where we're at. Here's the thing, though. Looking at the NBA standings, right? If you look at the NBA standings, guys, we're right there. Matter of fact, let me see if I can bring it up on the screen. We're right there. We're half a game from everybody. I think we're 2.5 games back from what was it, 8th place in the West or something like that? Not exactly sure, but here it is. Here's the chart for you guys, man. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Check it out. Don't look at the wins, right? Look at the loss column. Loss column, man. We are tied with the Pelicans. We're tied with the Timberwolves in the loss column. We're 1 game back of the Jazz. We're 2 games back of the 5th-seeded Clippers. So even their loss tonight, you know, people are saying, oh, should we root for the Clippers to beat the Portland Trailblazers? Not really, because one loss by them brings them down a notch as well. So, you know, I'm actually still rooting for the Clippers to lose. It's always going to be that way for me. But just to give you guys some sort of understanding of where we're at, hopefully our Lakers did not lose momentum with this injury. But as you can see, the Pelicans have lost 4 in a row. The Timberwolves have lost 3 in a row. The Flippers have lost 2 in a row. The Mavericks have lost 1. The only teams on win streaks currently are the Warriors, the Jazz, the Trailblazers on 1, the last one, and the Lakers have the biggest win streak tied with the Kings in the West at 3 games in a row so far. So we're right there, guys. If you can see, the playoff standings are very telling. Now, will our guys be able to rise up to the challenge? This is not going to be an easy game. It's on the road. It's against Ja Morant and the 2-seeded Grizzlies. And even though they're missing a player in Steven Adams, we're missing a much better player in LeBron James. So things might, even out a little bit, or maybe not, depending on how they come out. But one thing we cannot afford to do is to come out here lackadaisical like we did in the last game and expect to fall behind and, you know, make a comeback again, because LeBron was a huge part of these comebacks. And without him, you know, you're missing a huge chunk of firepower, both offensively and, you know, passing and playmaking wise. We're going to need Austin Reeves to step up with some playmaking. I would have personally maybe even started him. We're going to need Dennis Schroeder to step up with some playmaking, maybe some pick and rolls between him and AD tonight. And most importantly, we're going to need to keep that defensive intensity. We're going to have to meet these guys at the rim. We're going to have to cut them off from the passing lanes, Jared Vanderbilt. You know, so I am excited to see if we can continue to do those things without LeBron. The worst case scenario for us would be if we get blown out. I, at the very least, want us to compete. At the most, I want us to win. Now, in order for us to win tonight, a lot of things have to go right. for us, right? We have to get out of the gates quickly and show them we're not going to be, a pushover without LeBron, because they're probably looking at us like, any team on the NBA regular schedule that you look at them and they're missing their main star, you're going to look like, oh, yeah, it's about to be a feast. But we got to prove them wrong from the beginning and let them know they're in for a dogfight tonight. Hopefully we can do that, because if we give them their confidence and we come out here half-hearted and half-assed, then we're going to get blown out of the water. However, if we come out here and do the right things, execute defensively, offensively, we get on our half-court sets, we do the right things, we push the pace, get some stops, get out, run in transition, knock down some open shots early, then this is going to be a heck of a ball game, okay? It could go one of two ways, right? Hopefully it's the latter. Let's go, Laker Nation. He said, I have high hopes Davis will score 30 to 40 tonight, Dan. To me, yes, I think he can, but it's more so about our defense. I think our defense will be key. I need him to have like 4 blocks, 15 rebounds, and 27-plus points would be nice tonight. And then I need everybody else to step up. Obviously, Malik Beasley didn't shoot great last game, right? Well, he was like 3 for 11 or something like that. Well, we need him to at least get closer to that 50% mark from beyond the arc. And I don't need us to settle either, because, again, Steven Adams is missing, so that means we can still exploit in the paint. We got plenty of guys who can get in there. Anthony Davis, slashers like Jared Vanderbilt, guys, Dennis Schroeder himself can slash the defense up a little bit, and then things will open up when we get some wide open shots. So that's the idea for tonight's game. However, we know Memphis likes to get out in transition, so we cannot turn the ball over. All right, John Morant is a demon out in the open floor. Desmond Bain can knock down shots, play some solid defense. Be careful with him as well. And then let's not let Dylan Brooks start feeling himself, because he's not that nice. Beasley needs to put up more shots. Yes, but he needs to knock them down as well. Angie said, forgive me, I'm just pissed at Braun because I've seen a different energy since he broke the record. I have faith in our team, though. As long as AD comes out dominating, the team will follow. You don't have to ask for forgiveness, Angie. That's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. I respect it. I'll say this. Rumor has it that, LeBron James has been dealing with this injury even pre-All-Star break. So I kind of saw him start hobbling a little bit a couple games before he broke the record. And even then he was laboring when he broke the record, right? It was kind of, if you remember, he kind of got off to a slow start that game. But I'll say, I just hope for the best with LeBron, because he is older. At the end of the day, he's 38 years old, and he's played tons of minutes this season. This is something that I was afraid of as well. I kept mentioning how playing LeBron 40-plus minutes a night, 39, etc., was going to come back to bite us, and hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully he does come back in time, and hopefully he can help put us, over the top. I disagree, Crystal says. Disagree with who? Me or somebody else? Dan, if we win today, I'll lose my mind. It could happen, Vitaly. Don't put it out of the realm of possibility. Remember, we still have Anthony Davis. He's healthy, last I checked. And we have a very good supporting cast. So it could happen, but it depends on our hunger, our intensity, and our sense of urgency. And, of course, we got to play smart. So, but listen, man, I expect us to, at the very least, compete. At the most, to win. LeBron got us where we are. We are so lucky he gave his body to be where we are. I agree, Crystal. That is a fact. Yes, absolutely. Defense wins championships, and tonight we got to lock up. You're right, King. You're absolutely right. Now, I'll say this, man. I'll say this about the Lakers, right? All season long, we've been battling. We haven't really been blown out much, and even when we have, we've made comebacks. Some might call them phantom runs or whatever, but this is a brand new starting lineup, okay? Our record as starters with this team, with Troy Brown at the 3, Jared Vanderbilt at the 4, AD at the 5, Beasley at the 2, and Dennis at the 1, is 0. We haven't played with this lineup, so we don't know what the dynamics are going to look like. In contrast, it looks like the Memphis Grizzlies are 3-2 with their current starting lineup. Obviously, they don't have Aquaman, right, Mr. Fake Tough Guy over there, but they still got a very formidable, really good lineup. And they also have a very deep bench, right? We know all about their bench. So in order for us to win, like I said, we have to play a damn near perfect game. Now, there's no such thing as perfection. Mistakes happen throughout the course of a game. However, it's all about the fundamentals. Knock down your free throws, box out, limit turnovers. That's what will keep you in the game. What will actually put you over the top is knock down your shots, play excellent defense, get out in transition, and get the easy buckets. It's never easy to play in Memphis. We know their crowd is very energetic. We know they love their Memphis Grizzlies. You know, they've been one of the most loyal fan bases in the NBA. So it's going to be a very tough win. But we just had a tough one in Dallas. And if we're being realistic, LeBron was probably at 50% that game. So if we're able to pull it out there, hopefully we can pull it out here. That's all I can say about that. We are going to play. We're going to win by 4 points. Listen, I don't care. We win by half a point, man. As long as we win, put us in the win column. That'll be huge. Again, for those of you just tuning in, check out the standings, guys. Check out the standings. Okay, we are like what 2.5 games back of the what is it, the 6th seed or the 7th seed or something like that. So not even. Actually, we're very close to that 5th seed. If the Clippers keep losing, if the Russell Westbrook effects takes a hold of them, they're going to slide. And if the Lakers somehow muster up a continued, continued momentum, then we're going to leapfrog a lot of these teams. I can see us. These are the teams I foresee us. If you're looking at the standings like I am right now, I foresee us passing the Trailblazers. Even though Damian Lillard is a killer, I still think we're going to have – I think they have a tougher schedule than us last I checked, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to pass the Pelicans. They've been on a slide. They lost 4 in a row, and they recently lost to the Magic. We're going to pass the Timberwolves for sure. They lost 3 in a row, and they've always been a pretender. Rudy Gobert is T-Rash. And then the Utah Jazz, big question mark for me because they've been getting hot and going cold all season long, but hopefully we can surpass them as well. That'll put us in the A spot. The Warriors, another big question mark because we don't know how close Steph Curry is to returning. They have enough firepower where they can kind of hold the fort down. The Mavericks is another huge question mark because if Kyrie and Luka don't get it together, they might slide a little bit depending on their record. And then the Clippers, man, I think the Clippers are the biggest question mark of them all because we all know if Tyronn Lue plays suck-up basketball and forces Russell Westbrook to start and finish games, they're going to lose a lot more games than they signed up for initially. So, we for sure need to keep our heads down, man, because cooler heads will prevail, Laker fam. It's going to be a tough night, but any final questions, guys? I got you guys, man. Always a blast doing pregame with my Laker family. How y'all been, by the way? Hopefully everybody's doing good outside of the bad, LeBron news we received yesterday, but hopefully everybody's doing Gucci. Vitali believes we can win. Me too, bro. I'm ready to wave them Laker flags if we win, for sure. I'd be super hyped. Mind over matter, we can win. And listen, with guys like Jared Vanderbilt and Anthony Davis manning the paint and the perimeter, and then Austin Reeves, man, I don't know how you don't start that kid. With those guys out there, it gives me hope that we will, at the very least, be very competitive to the end. That's all I expect from this team tonight. Tomorrow, tomorrow I expect us to win for sure. And I don't even know, most likely Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to play, but we're still the better team than them, especially after the trade. So hopefully, man. Dan, how do we stop Ja? Well, simple. You turn him into a jump shooter and a playmaker, and you don't let him get into the paint. I think we have the perfect recipe for that, and his name is Jared Vanderbilt. He did an excellent job with Luka Doncic, holding him to 26 points and very tough contested shots at that. So, we got a multitude of players we could throw out there. I mean, even Troy Brown Jr. could play some solid defense on Ja. Here's the problem I have with Ja. He's very good at drawing fouls. He uses athleticism to get to his spots and finish. The key is to hold him out of the paint. And then, of course, we got to rotate and communicate and make sure he doesn't find open shooters like Weirdo Brooks and Desmond Steroids Bane. We got to make sure we get out there and contest these guys. They can shoot. So, let's make sure we put a stop to that cockiness tonight. Again, we already beat them once, and that was with the old roster. But, of course, we had LeBron that night. Tonight is with a new roster, better defense, better energy, no LeBron. So how will we match up? What will be the difference? I know it's going to hurt us not to have King James, but if anybody can do it, is this young Lakers squad. So hopefully they pull up, get a victory at the grindhouse, and then we can move forward, man. Because we play again tomorrow. There's no breaks for the Lakers in the West. We play again tomorrow versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. And mind you, we don't know if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to play, but he said he had something for LeBron the next time he played. Well, of course, LeBron's not playing, but could he be saving a 40-point game for the Lakers? God, I hope not. He said, "Hey Dan, they should rest AD tonight." He said, "So he doesn't work too hard tonight and get injured." Nah, man, we need him tonight. And if we get the win, they can consider resting him tomorrow. But if not, he might need to play tomorrow as well, man. Playing tournament is in the balance, man. At the very least, at the most, the playoffs. Okay. Now, man, I can't wait for this game. Seriously, man. Even though we don't have LeBron James, my excitement hasn't died down yet. Maybe if we get blown out, that'll change. But we need Anthony Davis. We need Malik Beasley. We need Jay Vanderbilt. We need everybody to step up and have tremendous games tonight. That way we can hopefully be in this ball game and finish at the very end, man. Scale of 1 to 10, how confident am I that we can get this victory tonight? I'm going to say a 7, a solid 7. But we have to play, like I said, damn near perfect game. All right. Scale of 1 to 10, 7. And that's still very solid. All right. But that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Wait. We got one more. My boy Dev said, wear the lucky jacket, Dan. I'm going to hold off till later on when games are just a bit more crucial, man. I'm going to hold off probably right before the playoffs. That's when games will matter that much more. And I got you on the lucky Laker jacket, Dev. But I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for sure. But you know what? I have a good feeling about tonight. Hopefully they prove me right and we come out here and ball the heck out, man. We need it for sure. For sure, we need this victory, but we also need it tomorrow and the couple games after, man. And I definitely don't want to wear that jacket out. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. I will see you guys here for the halftime report. I will be doing a half tonight and then on the post game as well. Hopefully, man, we'll be very happy with the efforts and we'll be singing chants of victory after the game. But I'll catch you guys then, man. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Prize Picks. If y'all haven't checked it out, y'all see the promo code on the screen. And I will see you guys here at the half. Go Lakers, baby. Let's get this